April 5th. Trust is powerful, but blind trust, folks, that can get you burnt. Stoicism doesn't say to be cold and cynical, it says be smart. Seneca said, assume every man is a rogue, but trust him as if he were honest. At first, that sounds a little harsh, right? But it's actually balance. It means protect your peace without shutting down your heart. Think about it. You probably trusted someone who didn't earn it and paid for it. This isn't about walking around paranoid. It's about being aware, not naive. So here's the move. Build trust slowly. Observe actions over words. Give people the opportunity to earn trust. Don't just hand it over by default. Today's challenge, take one relationship or a new connection in your life, and instead of assuming the best or the worst, observe. Let reality show you where to place your energy. This is day 15 of 365. Keep your heart open, but don't hand over the keys too fast. Follow for more grounded Stoic wisdom. I feel like this one is common sense, folks. You just don't want to be too extreme in one direction or the other. You don't want to be so trusting so fast that you get absolutely hurt, and you don't want to be so guarded that you never let anyone in and build some meaningful relationships. Just start slow, observe. People are going to sweet talk you, salesmen are going to say all types of nice things. Follow people's actions and allow this trust to build over time. Thanks for following. If you guys like this content, you know what to do. Subscribe. I'm posting videos daily, so every day when you open up this app, you have something to meditate and reflect on and come back the following year. Until next time, I'm your host, Rock D. Lee. I'm out. So, as you guys may or may not know, some of my recordings, I just started batch recording just for planning and time management, etc., etc. So, today is actually April 5th for me. And I'm here reading this Trust But Verify once again. And it hit me in a different way that didn't hit me at the time I was recording. And I'm going to share with you what it did. And I'm also going to talk to you about why it's also important just to read one a day. But anyways, the Trust But Verify is also critical because people know... All right. People use your biases on first impressions to deceive you. Think about salesmen, con artists or such. Because of our years of experience, there are certain things that we're trained to be more comfortable with, whether or not you're conscious of it or not. Maybe a perfect example. You might fall for the smile. See this smile? This is more inviting. Or else you're thinking I'm creepy. But if I talk to you like this and I show up and have a conversation with you and I'm frowning, you might be alarmed. Especially if my posture and my chest is up front, and I come to you and say, hey. That is going to make you feel alarmed. But if I come and say, hey, how you doing? You might feel a little disarmed. Of course, a stranger's talking to you. There's a whole lot of nuances. But the point is, a trained con artist, salesman, or a person with bad intentions that is skilled or do this habitually is going to use certain traits or certain cues to disarm you, get your trust, and take advantage of you. That's why it's important to trust but verify. These YouTubers do it all the time, okay? We study the particular thumbnail that gets you guys' attention. There's certain lines that you say at the very beginning of the video. If you watch my videos, I tend not to overthink that. I just start talking. But, long story short, if you put out a couple of videos and you notice there's a particular line that you said at the very beginning that gets people's attention, you're going to start using that more and more, okay? So it's common. That's how people get scammed all the time of these crypto scams. A couple YouTubers, these financial YouTubers got in trouble. What is that company? Dang, it's a crypto company. I don't really want to go into the details because I don't remember it too well enough. There is... It's not a... I know the scams, but to repeat the specific incidences is I'm lost for it. So we're not going to dive into that. I was trying to remember, what do you call a picture that is digitalized and you can only own like one of it? I believe like Logan Paul was using it. I'm back. NFTs. Could not for the life of me remember this term. So anyways, you saw a whole bunch of YouTubers get people hyped about these NFTs. NFTs was supposed to be the biggest thing since sliced bread. Maybe things might change, but as of right now, the hype about NFTs have died down. A lot of people are out of money. So trust, but verify, and be aware that you have certain things that you are biased towards that people can weaponize against you. Be very, very, very careful. You know what's the most common one as I looked over at my wife? Fellas, ladies do that to us all the time. It's, if someone's trying to get money out of you or something, the best person to send is a lady, okay? You as a guy is more likely to help a lady than a man, but the lady can equally be a con artist just as much as these dudes. On a darker note, I'm going to take away the smile because this is not funny. It is common in trafficking cases that a woman does a soliciting because people trust women way more than they trust men. And if a man comes, for the most part, people aren't going to follow that individual. But if a female comes and says, hey, you need some help, you lost or whatever, a younger person might follow that individual and fall into trafficking. Very, very unfortunate. But that's a classic example of using your bias against you and putting you into a bad or dangerous circumstance. So trust, but verify. Anyways, hope you guys appreciate this video. What I wanted to also say is, from a time management perspective, I want to do this every day. It's something I also talked about. It's easier for me to batch record it, right? Because every day things happen and it's very hard to, I'm going to do this every day. And then, you get hit with a busy day, emergency or whatever, and then you fall off your schedule. And once you fall off 1 or 2 days, your whole schedule is done. You never come back to it. But when you focus on one chapter a day, it hits you differently than read. Sitting on it and marinating in it really helps. So in today's scenario, I'm drinking my coffee. It's 1 minute to read. And I just thought about it. And I thought about what it meant to me. And everyone can read the same thing and have a different impression. So again, this is not meant to rapid fire videos. It's not really meant to rapid read. Read one or listen to one video for the day and really, really let that marinate. You don't have to binge to catch up because of whenever you started. I am a walking hypocrite because of the content creating side to it. It's very practical to do these batch recordings. But if I hit a point like I did today where something spoke to me, I will add it to the video that was already pre-recorded, because the pre-recorded video has exactly what you need. But something like this has the experience where I was, thinking on it, and that should be beneficial for you. So anyways, until next time, guys, thanks for listening. I'm out.